Well, I'm starting off from Cowes on the Isle of Wight today. Walk about 10 miles to a place called Porchfield and then try and find a site. I've not got a plan as yet, so when I get there, I'll find a site, I'm sure. I will point out today it is 30 degrees centigrade. It's very hot. Well, the reason this is called Egypt Point is because gypsies used to live here. Bit politically incorrect. Well, this is actually the coastal path from Cowes to virtually really Shelfleet. It's a hell of a lot of road, unfortunately, but it is the coastal path. Well, I'm still in the village of Gurnard. As I said, there's a lot of road. I've drunk a litre of water in 2 miles. Well, finally, I'm actually in the countryside. That's a good 3-4 miles of road. I know it's along the Esplanade and it's quite nice views, but it's still road. It's a shame, really. But that's the way it is. A lot of coastal paths. I like that. So, you know, not just the Isle of Wight one, but the Isle of Wight coastal path on the north side of the Isle of Wight has got a lot of road, whereas the south side, you're virtually in countryside all the time, or next to the coast, obviously. Yeah, so I've got to pull up now to Thorness Bay, and I'll show you Thorness Bay when I get there. This is quite shaded and it's a good mile uphill, so I'll see you at the top. I've only got really four miles to go, probably less than that actually. I'm probably over egging it a little bit. But yeah, this is Thorness Bay. One of the better spots on the north side of the Isle of Wight. Well, it's 17:31. It's still very hot, I reckon around 28 degrees. My voice is going, I've been drinking plenty of water. Now I am coming off the coastal path now to make my way to that headland. This here, a lot of it is fossilised riverbeds. There is footprints though. So I thought I was far from the madding crowd. People do come along here, and that's quite a recent footprint. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, it's extremely muddy, as I said, and there's dead trees everywhere you've got to clamber over, and this is the last 100 metres I've got to go, and I don't know if I'm going to get through this. Let's have a go. All this wood is just a result of land movement, really, but I think I will get through. Actually, looking at it now, it doesn't look as bad as it did. Just it's very, very muddy. If it wasn't for low tide, I wouldn't get here. Definitely not. Well, I did it, but God, it wasn't easy. Might just bivvy down here. Do I even need to put my inner tent up? Such a nice evening. Let's go al fresco, I think. So what I'm going to do is blow up my mat, and that's it, really. I don't have a pack liner as such. What I do is I've just got a 40-litre X-Ped dry sack, and everything but my tent goes in that. So if it's raining, I can pull that all out, leave it to one side and just get access to my tent, because I need the footprint from the tent to lay down here. It's a bit stony, but I'll get rid of those. A few stones here and there. So this is where I am for the night. This'll do me. There's no wind. A few sandflies around, but hey, I'll be all right. I might pitch my inner. The sandflies are driving me up the wall, but they might go away when the sun goes down, I don't know. But it won't take 5 minutes to put it up, but I'm gonna leave it as long as I possibly can. But they're driving me up the wall. It's not as bad as I've seen on some beaches. In fact, there's a guy walking on the beach now. You always think you're by yourself and then suddenly someone's appeared. Never mind. Well, I've changed my gaff to point towards the sea. I hope the tide doesn't come in much more. I think I'll do all right. But what a beautiful place to camp. So, I hope the tide doesn't come up any higher than this, because I will be in trouble. But anyway, guys, it's not long before I go to bed. Got my tin of tuna with sunflower oil in it. What's not to like with the world? Well, I missed the sunrise, unfortunately. Woke up before it and fell back to sleep. But hey, it's only a sunrise. But it's just gone 7:30, so I fell back asleep. I reckon I've had a good 8 hours sleep. Well, site cleared. Better check it, I suppose. No rubbish left. That's the edge of Newtown Creek there. Beautiful part of the world. Not really a camping area though. Far too busy. Oh, the owner came out and folded her arms and started staring at me. So I had to explain that I like to shoot nice buildings. Not shoot them, but take photographs or video them. She wasn't too happy though. Naughty boy. Well, this is the village of Porchfield. When I was a kid, all that was here was a porch in a field. And look at it now, it's really got built up. It's a small village actually, that's a bad dad joke, I know that. But yeah, it's a small village that you drive through, you don't really take much notice of, to be totally honest, it's not that pretty. Well, back into Thorness Bay. Looks absolutely beautiful now the tide's in. Well, the weather's definitely on the turn. It's only about 24 degrees today, a lot cooler than yesterday. And there's I think it's an easterly breeze. About force 4, quite pleasant. If I stop here any longer, my legs are going to seize up, so I've got to climb up out of Thorness Bay, basically the way I came in, but I'm going to do a bit of exploration in the wood at the side of the cliff, see if there's any sites I can use in the future. Just come off the coastal path here, found a little battery. I was told it was around here. I might try and have a look inside actually. Well, it seems all right actually. You could shelter in that. Usual rubbish here though, cans, barbecues, but it's not as bad as I've seen in the past. Well, I'm back in Cowes now. I've just got to walk along the esplanade, and then I might pop into a shop and get myself something to eat, and then make my way home. Beautiful day. Well, that's the end of my little journey. I've just had a bottle of cider and a couple of boiled eggs and a bag of Doritos. I'm very content.